Look who it is. Yes, of course you're first. I don't know if my mic is unmuted or not, but yes, of course you're first. Good old Steve Odin. Actually, I still have a Twitch thing up. Hold on, let me click out of some things. Mute site. Sherelle, I never expected to see you over on YouTube. What's going on, Sherelle? Let's see, let's pull this up. Odin, Sherelle, I love the profile pics for both of you. Yeah, I haven't done a YouTube stream in a while. I need to say, oh my God, East on YouTube? What? I know, ironically, I'm probably gonna stream on Twitch after this, but yeah, I just wanted to do like a quick YouTube stream, talk about my YouTube channel, everything that's going on. I haven't posted in 2 weeks. Why haven't I posted in 2 weeks? All of that. Yida, Sherelle, you beautiful lady. I got to drink with... Wait, Sherelle, were you drinking last night? I don't remember if you were drinking, but I got very drunk on stream last night. It was great. Oh wait, I should probably switch it to my live screen. No, one of these is the right one. Here we go. How are you feeling about this shirt? So a little context. This is probably sentimentally one of my favorite shirts ever. A lot of good memories happened in this shirt, but this shirt probably like an 8 out of 10 for me personally. I want to go wherever you do to support. I really appreciate it, Sorrel. I can't wait to repay the favor and support you in all the ways that I can. Still sobering up, eh? Luckily I didn't get too pissed, as the British would say. But I am a bit tired from last night for sure. I don't really know how many people are gonna show up because I normally stream at 5, so I think I'm gonna stream for like, if no one really shows up for a little bit, I might switch over to Twitch in a little bit. Pissed as a fart. Ayo. Yati? Is that Navajo for something? But yeah, I'm gonna probably chill here for a little bit, see if any of my YouTube people come in, chit chat with them, talk about what's been going on, and then I'll probably hop over into Twitch and stream a little bit on Twitch. Happy Father's Day to you, Odin, in particular. You're the only father in the chat so far, so happy Father's Day to you, Odin. But yes, pissed as a fart. Oh, it's Navajo for hello, and I probably am saying it so incorrectly. Yati means hello. I'm learning Navajo just for Sherelle. She has inspired me. Oh, that's really cute. Thank you, East. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I don't have a dad anymore, and I'm not a dad, so Father's Day is not something that means a whole lot to me personally. But I know it still means a lot to other people, and so yeah, just wanted to wish people happy Father's Day. Let's see. Let's pop off of the. I don't want to see how many viewers I have. You can be my daddy. Ayo. It sounds like a fun time. Yes, happy Father's Day to Odin, indeed. It's so weird because like normally when chat's this slow, well, not that I'm super thankful for chat how it is, what I would consider like playing a video game or something, but like on my YouTube streams I just talk about mental health things and I don't really have that ability, and so yeah, I'll give chat like another 10 minutes or so to see who wanders in. Like I said, I don't know how long I'll be streaming on YouTube today. I'll probably do like 2 hours on Twitch though. I've been really liking Twitch and growing Twitch, and that's part of the reason why stuff with YouTube has been so hit or miss. But yeah, how's your day going? How's everyone else doing? Single mother means you're a father too. I was just about to bring that up. Happy mothers who have to be Father's Day as well. So shout out to single mothers like yourself, Sherelle. And when you have to be both parents. Excuse me. But oh, Boss is back home. Oh yeah, he went on a little trip. Yeah, I'm glad Bus is back home. becoming a Pega Zebracorn. How was your vacation? Thank you for asking. It's so wild because my vacation was like 2 weeks ago, and so it's weird to be like, oh yeah, I did go do that. But yeah, it's been 2 weeks since I've uploaded anything. There's a variety of reasons for that, but part of the reason why I didn't stream 2 weeks ago is because I did go on vacation. I went to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I went hiking. It was a really good time. I went with one of my dear friends. We went exploring. We went on a long 13.25 mile hike, which is my kind of hike. I really like suffering a little bit. I'm a bit of a masochist. So Gatlinburg was really amazing. However, it was really interesting because, like, although Gatlinburg was a great time, I just missed being back home, and I missed content creation. I missed Twitch in particular, and I missed streaming, and I missed working on coding and all of these things. And so it was the way in which the trip was eye-opening was in the fact that, like, for the first time in my life, I went on one of these big trips, and part of me just wanted to be back home. Like, there were things that I'm not running away from anything. In matter of fact, there are things that, like, I wish I was doing instead of being on vacation. So that's a really amazing feeling to have things finally in my life, like passions that I care about so much, that I mean, like, vacation's great, but I kind of wish I was back home working on things. So that was a really amazing feeling, having something like that in my life. So overall, it was a good trip. A little bit disappointing, maybe because I've been to Gatlinburg too many times. That's my third time going. So maybe had I gone to somewhere I had never gone to, maybe it would have been a bit more fun. But overall, it was really nice to get away. I finished a 34-hour shift, got another 9 hours left until I start another 38-hour shift tomorrow. I know you were talking about that. I can't believe that you put in that amount of time and effort into your job, Stephen Poole. That having a shift, I have 4-hour shifts, and that makes me angry. So I can't imagine having a 38-hour shift. That is literally what, 7, almost 10 times longer than my shifts. I couldn't do it. I would lose my stuff. Hola, Chris. Hi, everybody. Happy Father's Day for those who have him. Hey, Maria. How are you doing, Maria? Thank you so much for coming back in. I know it's been a little while since I've been on YouTube. It's good to see my YouTube peeps. I really enjoy saying hello to you all. Happy Father's Day to everyone else as well. If you do have, not many of you are women, so not many of you are fathers per se. But happy Father's Day to your fathers if you still have fathers in your life. Like I said earlier, I'm not a dad, and then I don't. My dad passed away a long time ago, so Father's Day is like kind of a non-holiday for me a little bit. He came home with his best friend's old AC unit, so now I won't melt for the rest of summer. Bless. Oh, that's so cute. His name is Odin. Anything else feels wrong. What, calling him Steve or Steven? Yeah, it is a bit strange, but I call him, he allows me to call him whatever I want, I guess. I feel the same. Odin fits nicely. Odin just has such a good, it's just such a fitting name for Steve. Annabelle, you can call me Susan if it makes you happy. Bubbles Rubble, how's it going? It's been a long time. It's been weeks since I've been here on YouTube. Hello, I finally managed to catch another stream. Hope everyone is doing well. Bubbles Rumble. Rubble? How are you doing? How are you holding up? Yeah, last week I tried to stream, but for whatever reason, like, I was live, but you couldn't see my stream. And I just sat in like an empty, stream for like 20 minutes trying to figure out what was going wrong. I tried to restart it. I tried a bunch of different things, but I could not get my live stream to work last week, last Sunday. But I'm happy to be back now. I'm going to talk a little bit about my channel and things going on with my channel. So if you're lurking, I appreciate the lurk. There's so much Twitch culture stuff that I've learned now. Pool, I'll call you Champ. How about that? Champ works as well. He is a champion. Shame this isn't Twitch. Sherelle's comment would be perfect. That's what she said moment. Oh, wait, what did Sherelle say? Oh, oh, definitely. I feel the same. Odin fits nicely. That is a pretty good that's what she said moment. I think I still have that sound redeemed. So, I have not been live in 2 weeks, and I have also not created any content in 2 weeks. Why is that? What's going on? What's the future of my channel look like? I am working on a video that goes into an update about all those things as well. But I wanted to have a quick conversation about some of the different factors at play in my life for why I haven't really been producing content and why I'm really struggling to produce content here on YouTube. So yes, I missed the emotes as well. YouTube is such a lame platform. I love my YouTube people. I adore you all endlessly, but YouTube itself is such a lame platform for streaming because there's just so little interactivity between like me and the viewers, or the viewers and I. And so yeah, no, if you haven't experienced Twitch, it doesn't have to necessarily be my stream, but like watching streamers on Twitch is a lot more interactive of an experience. But yeah, so let's get into it. So what are some of the reasons why I haven't been creating content? Well, the first reason is just like some of the difficult nature of some of the topics that I'm working on. One video I'm working on is like how sexual abuse compels silence. That's a difficult video, right? Very sensitive topic, really difficult topic for me to talk about my past sexual abuse and all of that stuff. So sorry, I should have done trigger warnings. That's about as deep as I'm going to get into anything triggery, is just vaguely mentioning that. So the first off, it's just like some hard topics, or also some really complicated topics that I want to talk about. Even like the more simple stuff, like my bipolar, talking about bipolar has gotten a little bit complicated. So the first thing that I'm dealing with is just a general struggle with the complicated, sensitive nature of the topics that I want to talk about, which kind of forces me towards these lighter topics. Like talking about bipolar in general is a bit of a lighter topic in comparison, and so that's one of the reasons why I started the bipolar series. Is a little easier to work on. So that's one factor. What's another factor? So just being blunt and being honest, I knew I killed my YouTube channel. Hold on, excuse me. So sorry, manners. I knew that when I took the 14 months off of creating content, I had killed my channel. I saw it in my analytics. I watched everything kind of flatline. And so I knew that going into coming back. I came back in March, and I've been trying really hard ever since March to pump out as much content as I can, be as consistent as I can. And I don't know what I was expecting per se, but I was expecting like a little bit of life, a little bit of something to be like breathed back into my channel and things to start picking up again. But however, after the last 3 months of really trying, not much has changed in regards to the death of my channel. And one of the reasons that's so important is it's just been so discouraging to work really hard on these videos and work really hard on these other things in the background, and then to watch those videos like fail or flounder instantly. And so that's been a really discouraging thing, because I really do want to try to help people. And so when my videos don't get a lot of reach, like it kind of gets in the way of that purpose. I don't want to be a successful YouTuber for money or anything like that. I want to be a successful YouTuber to help as many people as possible. And it's just a really discouraging thing. Like YouTube has been a thing in my life for over 3.5 years now. I did take that 14-month break, but to see it in it's like a child, right? To see my child in this like very weakened and battered state, and me trying to do everything that I can to help it, and that not really mattering, like the YouTube algorithm not really caring, has been hard, and it's been discouraging. And so when you topple on top of that the complicated, sensitive, draining topics that I do want to talk about, with the discouragement that is my YouTube channel ultimately floundering and dying, and me really struggling to breathe life into it, it just makes for a concoction of like a really hard time for me to sit down and actually work on my channel, because I feel so discouraged. And when I start to feel discouraged, I have all these negative internal narratives that start to kick in, like I'm not a good content creator, or no one really cares about what I have to say, or should I have just quit YouTube? And so it becomes really quickly all about that, and it becomes really difficult to get anything done or anything produced, because it's a very draining experience of trying to fight those inner thoughts. And so that's another component. Let's see. As someone who knows a little about bipolar, may I ask, is there something that causes it? What does it entail? Is it different from person to person? Oh, Annabelle has bipolar as well. So Annabelle, Strings and Pedals, and I both have bipolar type 2. I think it's a genetic thing. I'm not quite sure what causes bipolar, other than it being a chemical imbalance, I'm pretty sure, in your brain. And Or do I? No, you definitely do. It is definitely different from person to person, person to person. There's definitely like a spectrum of bipolar symptoms. So some people can be more depressed than they are manic. Some people can be more manic than they're depressed. There's also cyclothymia or something like that. It's a lesser form of bipolar disorder. So what does it entail? It just entails really drastic mood swings from like depressive episodes all the way up to what Anna and I have, which is hypomania, which means hypo means under, so slightly under being manic. And manic is like Kanye, right? Like manic is like you think you're like king of the world and you become very deluded and detached from reality. So that's mania. And so someone who's bipolar just tends to have these like for my depression will be really intense and last for like about a month, and then I'll have like a week of being really manic, and then I'll just like really strongly fluctuate between the two all of the time. And then things can trigger a depressive or manic episode, like for instance like nicotine or stimulants, like suddenly starting those again will cause a manic episode. Really negative emotions can trigger a depressive episode. So it's just like this extreme sensitivity to things in life, and those things triggering these extreme emotional states. And so it's a lot of fluctuation. Flights of fancy, yes, exactly. I think it's one of those things where you have a genetic predisposition and something in your life can unlock it. You say type 2, what's the difference between 1 and 2 and higher numbers? Between type, okay, so bipolar type 1, so it's the severity and the length of the episodes. So someone who's bipolar type 1 specifically, they have manic episodes that will last weeks at a time. Whereas for me, my mania doesn't get as intense as someone who has bipolar 1, and it doesn't last as long as someone who has bipolar type 1. So a really famous example of someone who definitely has bipolar type 1 is probably Kanye. So Kanye will drop into these manic states that will last weeks at a time, where he becomes very deluded and detached from reality, has a very high sense of self-worth, thinks he has all the answers, all of that. And then that's a manic episode, and it lasts a really long time. It's really hard to get someone out of that manic episode. For me, the longest manic episode I've ever had was like a week and a half, and that was abnormally long. Usually my manic episodes are like a day or a week, but they don't ever go much longer than that. So that's the difference, is like the duration of these symptoms and the intensity of them change which one you are. Maria says, I think you are helping more people than you think. Please not leave YouTube. Hey, cute cupcake. It's nice to see you back on YouTube, the place you found me. Thank you so much for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate you endlessly. How are you feeling? Are you fucking exhausted? You're up so late. Have you slept yet, cute cupcake? Maria, I don't plan on leaving YouTube yet. Not right now. So okay, so the factors are, things are complicated. Then my YouTube channel's been dead, which is discouraging. Then there's a third component, which is I've found like massive success for someone my size on Twitch. So I started streaming on Twitch because because of my friend Layla, and I really like streaming, and I really wanted to try it out. I wanted to see if I would be good at it. So I started streaming on Twitch, and I'm already at 156 followers. I've had so much support, and it turns out like I'm a halfway decent streamer, and there's the potential for me to be a somewhat big streamer if I keep on going forward with what I'm doing. So during this period where I have all this animosity and sadness about like the struggling, dying nature of my channel, I'm also experiencing this massive wave of success with Twitch, and this huge sense of community and this huge sense of accomplishment with everything that I've been achieving with Twitch. And so that's also made it really hard, because it's really hard to focus on the thing that's not doing well when you do have something that is doing really well. And so Twitch has become a bit of a distraction, if I'm going to be honest, a bit of a way to escape some of the negative feelings I have about, hold on, let me turn this down a little bit. I feel like the music's competing with me a little too much. I don't want to be screaming into the mic. Okay, I feel like that's a little better. Let me know if the audio levels are fine. Do you remember you're just human and that you should spread yourself too thin? Definitely. You're a full way decent streamer. Thank you, Steven. I appreciate the kind words. Cute cut. I'm awake, but got scared of my life, so man, no time being tired. How are you feeling today? The audio is good for me. Type 1 equal mania, self-perception of grandeur can go as far as thinking you're literally immortal and you engage in super dangerous behaviors because you think you're invincible. Okay, thank you for letting me know the audio is good. So that's also been really hard because like with Twitch is one of these things where if you're not streaming, you're not growing. And so there's this kind of immense pressure to be streaming as much as you can. And it turns out I also really love streaming. I find streaming to be really, really fun. Like I look forward to it every single day. I find random reasons to stream all the time. I have amazing and wonderful people that support me, like Odin, like Strings and Petals, like Sherelle, like Cute Cupcake, like Maria. And so, yeah, that's been another thing that's been, I've just been distracted from YouTube because I have this new passion that I've been chasing in Twitch that's doing really, really well. And I'm really proud of what I've accomplished so far on Twitch. So that's another component is like, not only do I have this thing that I'm like kind of struggling with, but I also have this thing that's doing really well and is being a distraction and is eating up all my time. And I keep on justifying spending more time on Twitch than YouTube because it is doing well. And it's really hard to like take away the energy from something that's doing well and spend it on something that like hasn't really budged in the last 3 months of trying really, really hard. So that and then there's one last thing. There's one last kind of thing that a big change in my life. So about 2 weeks ago, around my vacation, I met up with one of my friends who does computer science. He's a software developer. And we were just talking about life and talking about this new job that he got and all of these things. And the conversation was a lot of things, but it was very motivating. So for a variety of reasons, I've decided that I want to pursue coding more seriously. I'm in this place where my mental health is in the best place it's ever been. Excuse me. So sorry, manners. I'm in this place where my mental health is the best place it's ever been, and I finally have the ability to start doing things like chasing coding. So I'm in a lot of financial debt. I'm in a really bad financial situation. YouTube doesn't provide for me. Twitch isn't providing for me. I work a job I absolutely hate. I work a part-time job stocking shelves, and I absolutely hate it. And so I've decided that like what I want to do for the time being is try to get a job in computer science, have that job financially support me while I still pursue my creative passions in Twitch and YouTube. But that does mean I am going to have to pull some of my time away from both Twitch and YouTube to do a lot of studying to get ready for job interviews. It's going to be months and months of really having to put my nose down and grind it out with interview prep, so I can get a job in computer science and I can make a decent amount of money and solve my financial problems, because I've solved a lot of my mental health problems and I'm really proud of that. I don't struggle with depression. I don't struggle with suicidality anymore. I'm not struggling with my eating disorders. Like I'm in such a good place with all of those things. But now I'm kind of up to the point where I'm trying to fix my financial problems because my financial problems are quite dire. And so that's a big decision I've made. That's a huge decision. And it's something that I'm excited about, but I am going to have to take several of those hours every day that I would work on some kind of creative endeavor and then put it towards programming and learning code and all of that. So that's another huge thing. That's one of the reasons why I haven't put anything out in the last 2 weeks, is because of all these different changes that are going on at once. So to sum it up, I've been struggling with the fact that YouTube has been kind of dead. I've been struggling with the fact that some of the topics I want to talk about are really hard. I've been struggling with Twitch being really successful and that being a huge distraction. And lastly, I've made this huge decision to pursue coding more seriously so it can financially support me while I do creative things. And so that's also eating up my time. So those are the set of reasons why I haven't really been uploading content the last 2 weeks. So this brings me into like, okay, what does the future look like? And I'll get into that when I address the comments real quick. You go, man, we believe in you. I bet it depends on where you are and what your medical history looks like. I feel like I've been super stable for almost 9 years. Don't give me a gun though. Oof. Thank you. So that's why a lot of jobs like police won't hire people with bipolar, even if they're on meds. I imagine so. Like being really unstable. I was one of the reasons I got fired from my job is being super unstable. Depends. Your Twitch is great. You're a great guy. I'm proud of you for everything you've achieved so far, and I know you will smash it all. Get fully on the track again. Thank you so much, Odin. I appreciate it. I know I can't answer for the rest, but I would rather you pull back and find a better job than struggle and burn out. I really appreciate that, Cute Cupcakes. And so that brings me nicely into like, okay, so what is the future plans for my channel? What am I gonna do? I'm torn. I'm really torn. Because on one end, there's all this passion and all this desire to really make certain content, certain videos. There's videos I have that I could talk about suicidality. There's videos I could talk about eating disorders. There's videos I could have about talking about being abused and PTSD. And those are all really important videos that deserve to be made. But I am in this position where my time is pretty limited and I have other passions as well now. So I think I'm going to still do YouTube. I think I'm going to pull back a little bit on the YouTube. I'm still going to try my best to upload as frequently as possible, ideally once a week. But it might have to be a thing where I only upload like once every other week or, hold on, my alarm is going off. Once every other week or something like that. And so that will be really interesting to see how it goes. So I am going to pull back a little bit from YouTube, but I'm not done with it. I still have so much left to say and do that I can't just walk away from it. And it's like my baby. It's the first thing that I ever started and ever created, and it's meant so much to me. So I'm not done with it. But I do want to articulate to you all why it's been so difficult to continue with it in the way that it has. I'm struggle busing. I am tired today. Oh, and to answer your question, so yesterday on Twitch, I had a drinking stream. So if you've ever wanted to see me drink, last night was your opportunity. But I ended up getting a little sauced. A struggle indeed. Getting a little sauced, as the kids say. And so I'm a little extra tired today because I did not get good sleep because I went to sleep drunk. Annabelle, I was up so late that I saw your morning. That's wild. Irresponsible streamer, shake my head. Big facts. The most irresponsible streamer. But yeah, I don't know. I hope you all don't feel abandoned. And I really want you to know you're always welcome to come over to Twitch. Now, I know switching platforms and trying to understand the complicated wildness that is Twitch, I understand why people wouldn't switch over. And I know a lot of people just want to watch videos, or on my Twitch, I don't really talk about mental health stuff that much. So I totally understand people not following me over. That's totally fine. And to those that have, I really appreciate it. But I just hope you don't all feel abandoned by me pulling back a little bit. And I hope you understand why I'm doing it. I am working on a video that is a little bit more articulated about some of these things that I'm going through, and explains it a little bit better than I can off the cuff on stream. But yeah, if you have any feelings or any thoughts, never hesitate to voice them in the chat. Send me a private DM, whatever feels best for you on a personal level. So yeah, I do care about my YouTube, and I do care about my YouTube people. And there's just like absolutely so much left to say that I want to talk about. And I don't know. I'm not to a place where I would have closure if I stopped YouTube. If I stopped YouTube right now, I would still have a lot of regrets and a lot of what ifs. And so I'm gonna be hanging around for a little bit. Didn't have to be conscious and waiting for a bus to get home, so I napped through it like on Christmas. I woke up suspiciously early though. I fell asleep again later. Okay. We want to sorry if there's ads in the stream, by the way. I just looked over at my stream preview and saw an ad. I don't remember turning ads on in the stream. My bad. Didn't want to have to be conscious and waiting for a bus to get home, so I napped through it like on Christmas. That makes sense. We wouldn't ever feel abandoned. Your time is a privilege to us, and how we can enjoy our time we do get with you if you aren't at your absolute best and not stressed. That makes so much sense. Thank you for the kind words, Sherelle. Maybe next time you should just stay awake. That works better for me. No, I fall apart. When I hit 24 hours in a day, I am absolutely worthless. I'm struggle busting now. You should see me if I had stayed up. I find that even a small amount of alcohol impacted my sleep really negatively today. I'm quite awake because naps are awesome. Yeah, Bubbles Rubble. The slightest amount of alcohol really impacts my sleep and really ruins the quality of my sleep. And then naps are hard for me because I am prescribed. I microdose meth for my ADHD. And so my ADHD medication doesn't always do a good job of having me up and alert, but it does make me overstimulated enough that naps are never an option, unfortunately. I'm subscribed. Why did I get ads? Laugh out loud. It just works different on YouTube. Ads are different on YouTube. So there's no think of a subscribe like a follow on Twitch. There is no paid way to get to watch streams. I guess there's memberships, but I don't have memberships turned on. Is that what being 30 looks like? Oof, yes, that is. Bubbles Room, yes, snaps are amazing. Steven, you can't avoid ads with sub only with the premium. Yeah, you have to have premium YouTube. It's not even something related to my channel. It's literally premium YouTube. I'm sorry that I thought I turned ads off in the stream thing, but I guess it didn't. Yeah, so I'm gonna stick around for like a little bit longer, maybe like another 15-30 minutes, and I'm probably gonna go hop over and stream for a bit on Twitch, say hi to my Twitch people. But happy Father's Day again to anyone who might be listening and lurking. How are you all holding up? What does Father's Day feel like to you, especially some of the people with estranged or non-alive fathers? For me, it's like a vaguely sad day because I wish my dad was here so I could celebrate with him. But it's been so long that, like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things I've accepted and made peace with. So I don't have a lot of sadness about it. And sometimes I wonder if I should feel more sad than I do. But yeah, overall, I'm in a really peaceful place with it. I meant to call my dad, but he didn't pick up, and then I had to watch F1. Okay, that makes sense. I was watching someone watch F1 earlier on Twitch, so I've had a decent amount of F1 in my day to day. Well, at least far more F1 than I normally have. Oh, this needs to back up a little bit. Ooh, I'm peaking my mic. I'm peaking it. Too loud. Oh my God, who did you watch? I could not tell you. It was some random woman who was watching F1. She was Canadian. That's all I know. Was it Blake, my boy? No, it was, I was on her channel for like 5 minutes trying to figure out whether I liked her or not. Father's Day is a little hard. I have my dad, but he's a drug addict and never provided for my siblings and I. He's very childlike and we take care of him more. That would be really hard, Sherelle, to have a parent that is a drug addict and that you have to be parentalized into being their parent almost. And so that would be really tough. Drugs are really, I don't really like the word evil. They're a really awful thing. And when someone's in the grips of drugs, yeah, it just sucks. And what do I want to say? I don't know. That'd just be really hard. Ooh, does she have a super nasally voice? Yeah, she was wearing a hat today. She's Canadian. That's all I know. Means nothing to me. Been at work most of the day, so obviously haven't heard from my son. My daughter, on the other hand, not even a WhatsApp message. None of my kids love me. I did speak to my dad. I'm glad that you were able to speak to your dad, Odin, and I'm sorry that you're in this position where you're a bit estranged from your kids. I wish you had the time and the ability to go see them and hang out with them, especially your son and your daughter. So I don't know. I'm sorry to hear that, Steven. Mourning the dad I wish I had, and also mourning the dad I wish my son had as well. I feel like I repeated what life was like for me. Yeah, Sherelle, getting sucked in those cycles are just so hard, especially when you're younger. I feel like you had your son pretty young. You're only like, you don't have to tell me your age. I think you mentioned on stream in your like mid-20s, I think. And so coming from such a broken family situation, it's really common for us to repeat those cycles. And it seems like, despite the fact that you may have started falling down that path as well, it seems like you are a bitch with a purpose, as you like to say. And it really seems like you're pulling yourself and your son out of that and then showing your son something better. And it sucks that your son's dad isn't there, but it seems like your son has a really amazing mother in you, and you're making a better life for your son than the life that you had. My son is only 6. By the time I finished, he was in bed. My daughter is 16 and just wants to hang out with her mates rather than speak to her mom and dad. I'm really hoping when your daughter gets into the mid-20s, mid or early 20s, then she has that desire to get to know you better and create an adult friendship with you. That's how it was for me. I didn't like either of my parents very much. I was a very angsty child. Obviously, I lost my father, but I didn't start being like an adult friend with my mom until my mid-20s. I finally kind of came around. But before that, I didn't really see or speak to my mom much. Father's Day is the day I trough some chocolates towards his general directions. I know I'm blessed to have a nice dad. I'm sending love to you all. I'm glad you have a nice dad. Don't feel bad because you have a nice dad. I'm sure we all here love the fact that you have a nice dad. It's nice to hear positive stories. It doesn't have to all be doom and gloom. Jade, how's it going, Jade? I just gave a YouTube update. I know you're probably mad at me because I haven't created any content. I'm just kind of going through several different things all at once. I think we spoke about it on the video call with me and my dad. He used to work away, and I didn't really want to get to know him until I was older. Yeah, we did talk about that on our video call. And you also explained, your daughter's situation on our video call as well. Thank you. I appreciate it a ton. I know it's not the same, but some of the things that happened are out of my control. I'm hoping for a different outcome for him. Your son, is your son the him that you're referring to? And, yeah, I just think, like, with how driven you are and the different things that you have going on, I think you're just going to set such an amazing example for your son. And your son seems like a sweetie. I got to unofficially meet him on stream last night. Hi, Jade. Yeah, hi to Jade indeed. Hi to Jade indeed. Very mad, but very forgiving. Yeah, so as a real quick recap, there's several different kind of reasons why I've been struggling with making content. One of the reasons is just the complicated nature of some of the things I want to talk about. It's really hard to write about certain topics. The second thing is that my YouTube channel is pretty much dead, and it's been really hard to accept that I killed my channel, and that despite 3 months of working really hard, hasn't really made a difference for my channel. Maybe in the future, my channel will be revived, but for the foreseeable future, it is a bit flatlined, to say the least. And then the third thing is, so that was really discouraging. That has been really discouraging. And when I'm discouraged, it's really hard to work on YouTube content because I just think to myself, what's the point? Then the third thing is I have found a lot of success on Twitch. So it's been really hard to devote any time to this thing that feels like it's dead when I have this other thing that is doing so well. And I feel all this pressure to be devoting all my free time to Twitch because it is doing really well. Excuse me. So sorry. And then the fourth thing is I've decided to pursue coding, a job in programming and software development. And so a lot of my free time has been eaten up by getting back into the rhythm of learning how to code, learning how to program, and doing interview prep. And so those are the kind of the major components about why YouTube has kind of been put on the back burner. I'm not stopping YouTube. I'm just taking a few steps back from YouTube and maybe uploading every other week or uploading when I can, uploading at least once a month. But I am taking a bit of a step back from YouTube because I do have other things that I want to devote my time to. Sending love to you just due to the old wound. It's still a wound. Nice. Could our generation be the one to resolve a bunch of the familial issues that we have been passed on for generations? I definitely think we're in a generation of people that really care about
working on themselves, and that, like, finally the discussion of mental health is like something that we can all talk about. And because we can talk about mental health, we have access to working through those feelings. And I really feel like the next few generations are going to be better off for it. I know with my parents, they have a lot of problems that they didn't work through, and my grandparents had a fuck ton of problems they didn't work through. And I'm trying really hard to work through my problems so my kids don't have to deal with generational trauma as well. I'm just going to check your YouTube everywhere I go. Well, you keep me honest, Jade. Keep on top of me and yelling at me when I don't upload. I appreciate it. I like how all the people that are in my YouTube chat right now are the same people that are in my Twitch chat as well. Shout out. Y'all just gonna follow me over when I switch to Twitch. And to just like once again reiterate this, like I do love YouTube. I love everyone on YouTube. I have so many amazing people that support me on YouTube, and so YouTube is definitely not something I'm walking away from. If I were to walk away from it now, I would still have a lot of what ifs and regrets. And so I don't really have closure yet that YouTube is not for me. I still think there's things I can say and do, and so I'm going to be sticking around, but maybe just not as intensely as I have been for the last 3 months. Oh, you have a Twitch? What's your Twitch? Get out of here, Steven. Stop it, you funny bastard. No, I mean, I'll drop your channel in everyone's comment section plugging away. Don't do that. Don't plug my channel in random places. Being emotional is okay, East. You're struggling with strong and understandable feelings and internal conflict. Oh, I appreciate it, cute glitter cupcakes. Or you're fucking just cute cupcakes here. Yeah, I have emotions about it, and it is a bit sad to see something that I've loved so much, especially the reasons my YouTube channel died. It just make me sad. Or why I took such a long break. You're so kind, thank you. It's basically Twitch minus the emotes. Yeah, exactly. Once you land a coding job, you can buy me a Switch. The facts. Once I land a coding Switch, I'll be the sugar daddy. I'll be making it rain on you all. And then also sorry if it's annoying how much I've been talking about Twitch. I tend to get fixated on things, and right now my current fixation is Twitch. And so I know I can be a little bit repetitive with my fixations. So if I am being annoying, please do let me know. I won't be offended by that. Oh my god, can you come visit me? I'm hyped for Richie's. Yes, Richie, well, I'll be busy. I'll be working, so I don't know how available I will be, but I am excited to not be below the poverty line, Chris, anymore. Team manager. Sorry, just editing something real quick. Just chatting. Okay. Maybe I should change my YouTube name to the new names. What do you mean? The full one, Cute Glitter Cupcakes? Or Cute Clitter Cupcakes? Is that what we're talking about? Yes, every kitten video I watch, I'm dropping your channel. Just spread it around. Spread the yeast infection, as we call it on Twitch. I've been needing a sugar daddy for a while. Oh, dude, having a sugar mama would be so nice. Actually, I would be really bad at being a sugar baby because I would feel so much guilt about taking money. I'm not really good at receiving money from people. for if in exchange for anything like that. Like I would truthfully be an awful sugar baby, so never mind. You can code remotely or whatever. We have internet. Yeah, if I had a remote job, I would definitely go around visiting friends. Maybe I should, yeah, to one of my new names. I was glad you were there, even if it was just a shit, just to sit and listen to us drunkenly run our mouths. I'm no East in the looks department, but I would be a great sugar daddy. Dude, Steven's been my sugar daddy. He's given me 10 gifted subs. Like, oh my word, Steven, so generous. Sheesh. If that isn't Adriano, the man, the myth, the legend. Dude, literally all that. Why am I even streaming on YouTube? It's all Twitch people. Your Twitch subscription may be your hippo. Oh, mania. What is this? This is a new word for me, Maria. Copy. Oh, my hypomania? Hypomania something? Your Twitch fixation may be your hypomania. I don't know. I've been pretty fixated on Twitch for a little bit now. It is a hyperfixation. Absolutely. I don't know how long this hyperfixation will last, but it is a new passion of mine as well. So there's a little bit of like, to be truthful, some of my Twitch stuff is avoidance. Some of it is, hey, look at this new shiny thing that's doing well, to distract myself from the YouTube stuff. So there's definitely a bit of avoidance. There's some passion. There's some, a little bit of recklessness in there. Pursuing Twitch maybe isn't the smartest thing for me in my life at the moment. So there's a wide range of things that it could be, if I'm going to be honest with myself. It's certainly not any one thing in particular. Anna, oh my real, oh, Anna real, what is up? Hey, I am gonna be switching over to Twitch here in about 10 minutes though. I just wanted to come in and say hi to all my lovely YouTube people on Father's Day. I hope you all are doing well. Anna real, welcome back to YouTube. Shh, East, that's not generosity, that's support and appreciation for you. But I appreciate it, Steven, or Steve. I'm sorry, it's always so weird to call you by your given name. I really do appreciate it, and it means a lot to me. 10 gifted is absolutely massive, and I know, dude, you suffer through so much bullshit for your money, right? Like, you suffer through being in a submarine where it's 110 fucking plus degree, 130, 140 degrees Celsius. You have to do 39-hour work shifts. You have to do all this crap. You have to be on a submarine that isn't safe, that you literally don't know if you're coming back. Like, you have to work so hard for your money. And so you giving me that money that you've had to suffer for, that means a lot to me. Your 10 gifted, as a product of you working so hard and having to do all this bullshit, means so much more than, like, say, like a millionaire giving me 100 gifted. That 10, it's like that old stupid saying where it's like, the person that gave you their last 10 means a lot more than, like, the person that gives you 20 but had 100 or some shit like that. I don't remember how the story goes, but something like that. Becoming a Pega Zebracorn. I know nothing about Twitch. Yeah, that's exactly how I was before I got back. It's overwhelming. There is a learning curve to Twitch, but it is a bit addicting. I'm not gonna lie. I really should change my to Italy Star 1. Please change your fucking username to Italy Star 1. I would love that. Hi Anna, I'm struggling with my Discord sound. When's book club, by the way? Sunday H, how's it going, Sunday H? You are a new username to me. I don't think I've ever seen you before. If you have been in a live stream, please let me know. But how are you doing? How'd you find me? Are you just stumbling in? Have you watched my videos? Tell me a little bit more about yourself, Sunday. And it is Sunday, so it's appropriate that Sunday H said hello to me on a Sunday. Look at that. Adriano and his spaghetti. Look at you go. You changed it so fast. Sorry, Chris, is my way to write. Sorry if I write something you don't understand. No, I didn't know if the word you put in was like a different type of mania, but you make pretty good sense to me. I'm so proud of your English, considering that you're from Argentina. Look at that. Your English is so much better than my Spanish. My Spanish is tragic. It's true that I can never tell, but a submarine job sounds badass. Hello, bestie. Twitch was scary when I first hopped on. It took me a bit to figure it all out, but eventually you get used to it. Yeah, no, that's... Oh, Lord. Italy Star 1. Exactly. Layla, hi. Sorry I'm late. No, fucking Layla, how are you doing? Thank you for coming by and saying hi. There's no such thing as being late on my streams. I wanted to hop on for about an hour on YouTube to say hello to everyone and explain why I haven't been uploading content, go through things, and then I'm probably going to hop over to Twitch. And ironically... 90% of my chat right now is just my Twitch people as well. So that is the lovely Sherelle. The emotes are way better. Is that the lovely Adriano? The Discord called ended. I noticed you're still there. Actually, I used to follow you a year ago. Just realized you started posting again. Oh, okay. Yeah, Sunday H. I took a 14-month long break from creating content because I had a mental health collapse. What kind of videos of mine did you watch? If you don't mind me asking. I love learning. I talk about so many different things on my channel. So I love learning what matters to you, and how's your life going? Has your life changed a lot since you watched me a year ago? God knows my life. In the last year or two, my life has changed so much. I know I'm a joker. It's all true. Big facts. Poop, I really need to figure out what is up with my earphones. They're being more than little stinkers. Oh. Adriano. Yeah, so many amazing people in here today. I really appreciate the support. And to the people lurking, I appreciate you as well. I don't know. I do love YouTube, and I'm really sad that I'm in this place where I'm a bit discouraged with it, and I'm hoping to find that passion and that fire for it again soon. I love David Attenborough, and his Deep Ocean series are the best. That man's voice is divine. I'm jealous of that man's voice. I need water. I don't need it. I don't need it. Whoa, my name was read out loud. How did I get so privileged? Adriano and his spaghetti. Oh, me actually saying your full username for once? One of my angel beans. When's the next video upload? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm struggling with uploading content. I'm struggling with creating content for these key different reasons. To quickly recap it for some of the people that just joined. The first reason I'm struggling is the complicated nature of some of the topics that I have to talk about. That are just really heavy and sensitive for me, and so it's difficult to get through them. The second reason is my YouTube channel is dead, and that's been really discouraging to see it flounder. I knew it was going to be a really hard journey to get my YouTube back thriving again, but despite 3 months of effort, it hasn't. And when I feel so discouraged, these really negative internal narratives come into play and make creating content really difficult, because I just question, like, do I have anything of value to say? Should I just quit? So on and so forth. The third thing is I've been massively distracted with the massive success that I found on Twitch. I never expected to have so much success so early on, and it turns out I'm a halfway decent streamer, and I maybe have the potential to be a much bigger streamer than I am if I keep on pushing at it. So that's been a massive distraction. And the last thing is I've made this huge decision in my life to seriously chase programming and coding, and so a lot of my free time has been going to preparing for job interviews and changing my life. So there's still a bunch of things that are making content creation really difficult, and I've been really frozen amidst all this of what to do and how to make progress. But I'm trying my best, and I promise I'm not intentionally taking another break. I am going to make content this coming week. I'm bound and determined to make more videos this week. I'm tapping my... Oh, hydrate. Yeah, I need to... Have you ever used music as a coping mechanism? I've definitely used music as a coping mechanism. Back when I was more depressed and suicidal, I used music a lot as a coping mechanism. I want him to narrate my life. Exactly. So let me go grab water. You went, Adriano? Yes. pterodactyl. Yes, the pterodactyl indeed. Let me grab water. I'll be right back, y'all. I honestly started following because of your poetry videos. You have a beautiful voice for it. Oh, Sunday, thank you so much. That's such a kind thing to say. I unfortunately don't really write much poetry anymore. Mainly because poetry was my way to articulate myself before I felt confident enough to express myself openly. But now that I feel really, really confident and then being really honest, I don't really need the ambiguity and then like the hiddenness of poetry, but I do like it. I loved writing poetry back when I wrote it. But yeah, I'm really proud of finding my voice in other ways. But thank you for the kind words. That really means a lot. I don't know why everyone's been so kind about my voice. It's a really strange thing to get compliments on. Don't let your intrusive thoughts win. We love you and you're doing great. Thank you so much, Adriano. Well, congrats, you can read. You know, had you been on time. What do you mean? Was she late to her own book club? I mean, who's on time? Who's not on time? Poetry is so much fun. Your voice really is comforting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Ambiguity of poetry. Yeah, I think poetry is cool because you can use like extended metaphors. You can do all these things to sort of hide what you're truly saying. And I found that useful back when I didn't feel confident enough to talk about my trauma and the things that had happened to me. And so that really meant a lot to me that I could secretly talk about this really messed up stuff without actually having to say anything directly. And so that meant a lot to me. I can't process compliments. I apparently have a radio voice. You, Adriana? Yeah, I'd listen to your voice on the radio, Adriana. Kind of enjoyed the aggressiveness with your yogurt. Oh, well, it's pre-workout. It's my little pre-workout for my drink. I am struggle busing. I keep on telling myself I'm going to quit caffeine, but then I have to deal with the product of not having caffeine, and it's a bit of a shit show. I still have been messing around with haiku poetry. Dude, haikus are so hard. I have props to anyone who writes in such a confined poetry style. Oh, how I feel about... Is there anything I can do to help you managing it all? What do you mean by that, Layla? Cute glitter cupcakes. I will hear that accent one day. I promise. I'm sensitive to caffeine and don't like the taste of tea or coffee, so I run on hot chocolate and flavored water. Oh, that sounds good. What do you mean by sensitive? Like, you're extra sensitive to caffeine? Like, it makes you very overstimulated? Just with juggling YouTube, Twitch, programming, etc., I love to assist any way that I can. Ooh, that's a good question. I might have to think about it. Honestly, like Twitch is finally kind of getting to a point where there's not much I can do when I'm not streaming, so that will free up some of my time. I'm thinking Twitch is in a really good place, and so I think now I'll have more free time I do need to be careful. I keep on streaming more and more on Twitch. I really do need to be careful not to burn myself out. Enjoyed the food, Adriana. Is Adriana gonna go shower and eat? Can't really do any other poetry besides slam poetry. I like to think it's because I'm very powerful, so I have to have a powerful type of poetry. Like spoken word? What do you mean by slam poetry? Like really forceful spoken word? I do love some spoken word. Makes my heart race and gives me the shakes. Okay, that is extremely sensitive to caffeine. That's intense. Except I do with tea with sugar and milk. But yeah, here we've just hit an hour streaming. I'm gonna stick around for like another 5 minutes here on YouTube. Then I'm gonna hop over and say hi to my Twitch people as well. I just want to say thank you so much for coming in and being so lovely to me. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading content. Things have just been really hard and chaotic and distracting at the moment. And I do miss it, and it is a love and passion of mine. I just need to find the fire for it again and find the drive for it again. And I'm hoping that I can find that and push myself some more with some of these topics, because I do have so much left to say that I want to say. So many things. As I mentioned earlier, there's topics I want to talk about with suicidal ideation. There's topics about trauma and being traumatized. There are topics about eating disorders. Like there's still years and years worth of shit I could say on YouTube, and I really want to make sure that I get to at least some of it. Yeah, just spoken word poetry. Oh, that's amazing. I used to dabble in the spoken word. That's how I got my start on YouTube, is doing spoken word. So whenever someone gets up to make another round of cup-ass, you always say no. That must be rough. How dare you not like tea? Yeah, how dare you? You will get it again. I believe in you. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for the belief. I really struggle with the self-belief, and so with you all believing, can I post your Twitch link? Yeah, go for it, Layla. Thank you. Layla being a mod even when there are no mods. Can I make Layla a mod? Oh wait, shit. Let me actually go to YouTube. Where is it at? Ooh, I can put you in timeout. Managing moderator. Haha. Now you're a moderator. Now you're a moderator. I can't put you in timeout anymore. Look at your little new icon. YouTube is useless. Struggle. Yes. Oh, we posted that perfectly. Jaded, so whatever you get up to. I have the damn wrench. I want to be a mod. I'll make you a mod as well. Why not? Anyone else want to be a mod while I'm just handing it out at the moment? You with the hammer though. Do you want to be a mod on my Twitch channel? Ah, mod Layla. Yeah, no, mod Layla indeed. But yeah, this has been an amazing catch up. It's been an amazing, lovely little chat. Happy Father's Day again to all of you out there who either have dads that are still alive or that are dads themselves. For those that aren't having a great Father's Day, excuse me, so sorry. For those that aren't having a great Father's Day, I just want to say my condolences. It is really hard when we have these holidays that are built around families, but our families aren't. Some of us have families that aren't tight knit. We are estranged. We have parents that are no longer with us. There's a bunch of different things that can be going on. And so I really wish a happy Father's Day for everyone. But for those that aren't having a great Father's Day for a variety of reasons, like Sherelle or Odin, I just want you to know that want to give you my condolences and my sympathies that today is not the happy day that it should be. And I wish that it was different. And I'm wishing that maybe future Father's Days will be. But yeah, that's what I wanted to say with that. I will follow you over to Twitch once I'm done fixing my bug screens. That is. Oh yeah, I totally understand. Let me see. Let me put. Yeah, my name on. It's just Hold on. Okay, yeah, no. Layla posted a bunch. Thank you for posting it, Layla. That means a lot. We need to cheer with our wrenches. Yes. Sunday H, thank you so much for the heart. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping back in and saying hello to me, Sunday. It can be really hard to pop into someone's chat and say hello, and it does mean a lot to me that you took the time today to say hello on Sunday. It really co-aligns with your username. So yeah, I'm gonna hop out of here in about a minute or so. If I see you on Twitch, I see you on Twitch, and if not, I totally understand. Hope you all have an amazing rest of your Father's Day. I will see you all next week again on YouTube, and I promise I am gonna upload some kind of piece of content this week. I'm probably gonna try to upload 2 videos because one is just gonna be an update video, and another one will probably be something in the bipolar series. So. Love you, East. Love you as well, Odin. Seriously, you're such a good being, as the kids say. But okay, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna end this stream and then hop over to Twitch. So I will see you if I see you. Have an amazing day. Thank you so much. I am wishing you success in what you are bound for until we see each other again.